Right, it's about time to stop the music. Because we are live. There we go. All right. Rainy day here in Spain, south of Spain. That's where I am located. And today we have um, a fun session, I believe, an interesting session. And you just need to make sure that you guys actually hear me. Let's see. I'm going to A/B test here on my phone, but feel free to write a comment if you do hear me. Thank you. Today we're going to talk about a few interesting things regarding personalized video marketing, personalized video engagement, and how to use video in different ways so that you can have a bigger impact. And many of the things we're going to go over today, we're going to cover today, you're going to learn more about today, are basically based on our experience with other organizations. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I don't think I added any contact details for us in the presentation, but you can always reach out. I believe we have it here. Yeah, you can always reach out here. Simply go to personal.com/contact. And if you are one of our customers, one of our clients, feel free to reach out. You already have our contact, but if by any chance you're lost in that process, not a problem. Feel free to also reach out by simply writing an email at help@personal.com. And if I am already in contact with you, then you have my email. So I'll be more than happy to help you. As a reminder, before I actually start, just giving some time here, all of our clients have access to one-to-one consultations, consulting sessions. And this is not a support, that wouldn't be like a support call. You do have access to those as well. Our consulting sessions are focused on helping you achieve your specific business goals. So if you are unsure about how to increase the viewing rates, the engagement rate, click-through rates in the emails, in your videos, and how to increase specific conversions, etc., simply let us know, and we'll do our best to help you with that, because that's what we do. Okay, so one of the reasons why our clients choose us is because it's not just about the platform, but also because we walk with you. So feel free to reach out through any channel. If you're a client, chances are I am already in contact with you, so let me know. If you don't know who your account manager is at Personal, write us an email at help@personal.com. And if you are totally new to all of these, that's perfectly fine as well. And you have any questions, you can feel free to ask them now, like here, through at any point through during this session, but also you can go to personal.com/contact, and we'll be more than happy to answer those questions, help you understand how the platform works, all those things. Okay, that's perfectly fine. But back to what we're going to cover today. We have an interesting session, as mentioned, and it's going to be about something we have seen in many occasions with many of our clients, and even people that come and request information. And it is related to how to have a bigger impact with video personalization. So you already know about, maybe, about the power personalized videos offer or give you, or how you, I mean, the fact that you can leverage them in your marketing. And the reality is that many organizations are limiting themselves, or limiting their impact, or the impact they could have with video personalization by relying solely on email. And we use email loads at Personal. The vast majority of our clients use email. It is a really effective channel. However, there are more opportunities for you if you are serious about increasing conversions, if you are serious about properly engaging with those hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of individuals that at the end of the day stay unengaged because they didn't open their the email you sent. Especially if we're talking about um, leads, or even if you're talking about customers, because the reality is that we do not open every single, like, all the emails we all get every single day. And yes, there are different patterns when we talk about B2B and B2C, but there is a common characteristic, which is that in both cases, the vast majority of contacts do not open all the emails. The quote unquote only exception to this would be if we're talking about emails like onboarding messages, where they do need to open the email in order to access a certain service, or to activate a certain service, or we're talking about a contract. We have clients that have maybe about an 80% open rate or so, or even more than that, when it's like a legal something. In those cases, you'll find quite, like, extremely decent open rates. But for the vast majority of companies, and in the vast majority of cases, that's not what happens. So in this webinar, you're going to learn how to expand your reach. I would say beyond just email, so that you can have a bigger impact. You're going to learn how to increase engagement by distributing, by sharing, displaying personalized videos across multiple channels, even if you use them all. Okay, so I'm not saying with the things I'm going to share with you today that you need to use channel X and stop using email. That's not my message today. My message is about helping you engage with your people, depending on who they are, depending on their context, and taking into account that we all interact with the brands we care somehow about in different ways. And it is important to take that into account. So many marketers, in my opinion, and my opinion is based on my experience, and I've been doing personalized video marketing for about 10 years, or even more than that now. I've been saying 10 years for a while now, and about 7 of those with Personal. And what I see is that many marketers miss out on this opportunity. And in the end, there is, again, live beyond email. But with the right tools, and with the right strategies, and with the right, even with the right mindset, because maybe you need to incorporate thoughts, ideas from different teams within your organization. Maybe you need help from other teams, in some cases even more technical teams, to fully leverage different strategies to better connect with your people, with every contact, employee, customer, lead, throughout their journey, while they interact, or as they interact with your brand. So when you take like with the right tools, right strategy, you can create truly engaging and effective personalized video strategies that will help you increase conversions. Now, many of the organizations are already leveraging video personalization, and for most of our clients, I would say as well, I mean, many of them are already getting better results than expected. But what we see in our consulting sessions with them is that they could do a lot better. Now, more often than not, many companies don't do better, even better, because they don't want to, because they are kind of happy. You know, they were here, now they are here, and they don't want to get here. They're happy with what they are currently getting. And um, I'll share with you some stats that are going to be hopefully eye opening from this perspective, because there is a huge trend taking place right now that is going to be expensive for most marketing, even sales, customer experience, employee experience, engagement, HR teams, whoever engages with a specific audience, customers, students, employees, investors, partners, you name them. Okay, so it is important to take this into account. Now, as a digital marketer, um, as a leader in even in our industry, and the CEO of Personal, I've helped a few companies engage with their unique audience, distracted audience, busy audience. And this is because those that have been able to help, because they have been able to contextualize the content, the channel, the interaction based on who the person on the other side of the screen is. And when you do that, you are aligning both things. You are aligning your business goals with what, or not aligning. You're creating strategies that align with what your audience needs, and at a one-to-one level, even better, but also with what your organization needs. And for that to happen successfully, it should be like a conversation where basically, when you talk to someone, you make sure that someone is actually listening. So we need to do the same when using video personalization, so that you have an even bigger impact, bigger than your competitors, for instance. Okay, so today we're going to cover some of these things. Now, personalized videos are significantly more effective than generic ones, and for in the end, video personalization encourage users to pay attention. You grab their attention, you help them at the same time understand information in a unique way that adapts to their context, if the strategy is the right one, and you help them take the next step in their journey with your organization. And because of this, if all of this is in place, what you'll find is that video personalization, or a personalized video, when compared to a generic video, can be at least about 116% more effective than a generic video. While we all know that video marketing is effective, timing is crucial. And your audience is often busy. And many personal clients have found that they need to actively ensure that the content they are automatically creating with our platform, for instance, either in a bulk campaign or either as part of an automation, it doesn't really matter. They are now kind of seeing that that content needs to be there in front of their audience. And with the amount of, let's call it, audience saturation there is out there, and every single company somehow deal with it, it has become a need to find better ways to put that video in front of their faces so that you grab their attention, you help them understand things in a better way, and then because of that they take action. So in our experience and in my experience, by supplementing email with personalized videos delivered through, let's call it, natural touch points throughout their journey, what you'll find, either websites, social media, a WhatsApp message, etc., that you are multiplying your reach, the potential by two, three, four, even in some cases even more than that. I'll show you how in just a moment. Okay, so let's talk briefly about some of the benefits video personalization offers to marketing communications, internal or external communications, customer experience teams, whoever needs to engage with a specific audience on a one-to-one basis and or at scale. So personalized videos have the power to transform your marketing, your customer experience, and the employee experience. And it has the power to help you drive even exceptional results. And you'll see some examples in a moment. Now, it's not magical. It does require strategy. And that's one of the reasons why we have one-to-one consulting sessions with our clients. And just like any marketing and communication approach, right? Does that make sense? I'll share some strategies soon, but first, let's talk about why video personalization is essential today, especially since people are kind of busy and distracted. And also taking into account that for most of the products and services offered by almost any organization out there, unless you sell spaceships, and even then, your audience has choices. And this is important. Keep it there in your mind so that you can decide what to do about it. And also take into account some of the stats I'm about to share with you. The reality is that, McKinsey reported that most buyers get frustrated at brands that do not provide personalized experiences. And in some cases, this is talking to your customer face to face. In other cases, that's going to be through an email that is personalized, a text message, a chat bot that even then it is personalized. And something interesting that is happening to us now is that we have a chat bot on our website, Pirsonal.com, personal with an I. And we have some automated functions there. So when you write there, like for the first time, you receive an automated message. But from there, that's while the chat conversation is being assigned to a human. And lately, people are asking, is this a human? Or can you talk to someone? And sometimes I do respond. I say, we are all humans here. We are talking to a human, etc. And people want those interactions. Personalization, therefore, is key. Another key concept here, before we jump into the different distribution channels, is that this is funny also and interesting at the same time. Is that one would say that with all these new technologies and channels and with AI and all these, companies would be better at engaging with their audiences. However, Forrester recently, like I think it was back in August or so, reported that there is a generalized decrease in the quality of customer experience offered by organizations, even among like the top luxury or super high-end brands. Therefore, customer experience quality is decreasing. And if you think about, I am in marketing, I am in sales, customer experience is not my thing, or I am in HR, employee experience is not my thing. Let me tell you that it is critical, because the higher the better the experience, the higher the engagement. And this is not just me, the numbers do talk about that. From that perspective as well, um, with video personalization. So, I mean, video is just visual storytelling. We all love storytelling, um, from TV to YouTube videos, video ads, shorts. Videos are absolutely everywhere. And it's not a matter of this specific audience versus this other audience. Every audience loves video. So the thing here is, okay, if we're talking about delivering a better experience, if you're talking about increasing engagement, which comes after you have provided different positive experiences, um, and if you're talking about personalization, how can we adapt all that to the video world? And you do that with technology. You can automatically create personalized videos, and as you'll see in a moment, deliver them through any channel. Now, the majority of marketers are turning to video if they haven't yet. So a large, like almost all of them use video, and in different ways, different degrees, forms, and shapes, because we all love video. Now, in fact, most of them, I think it's 78% or so, do see an increase in sales when they use video, for instance. And this is not just salespeople, it's in general. But creating video is not a guarantee of success. You need to make sure that every video is in front of your audience. You could spend even millions of dollars in the best video ever. You could have even a celebrity in the video. You could have a CEO speaking to your audience even by their name. But if your contacts do not open their emails or even any other channel, then we still have a problem, even if the video is personalized. When you compare a generic video with a personalized videos are about 116% more effective than generic videos, at least. But they are going to be useless if you do not engage with your audience in the way they need. And this is about, yes, the content of the video needs to support their experience, but also you need to make sure that they actually watch the video. Therefore, the video needs to be in front of their faces. And that's why we talk about distribution. And you'll see how in a moment. Personalized videos are about 35% more likely to retain viewers, basically, like to the timeline, as compared or when compared to generic videos. And we all know that video works if the strategy is the right one in general. When viewers feel like the content is tailored specifically for them, they are more likely to pay attention, and they're more likely to engage with the message. They understand things like in a superior way, basically. And today I'm focused on video content, but even in general, when you compare text, a personalized text, and the same information delivered through a personalized videos overperforms personalized text. And I mean, there are many reasons to for you to use video personalization if you haven't. But just with what I just mentioned now, that should be more than enough, because we are visual people. We need storytelling to understand things better. And when you use personalization to help people understand their context, and based on that, take the next step in their journey based on their context, because you are kind of translating that information in a way that makes sense to them, then you not only grab their attention, but you also help them take that next step in their journey. All right. So a few more interesting things here are the following. So with video personalization, you also improve customer satisfaction. Personalized videos can help you create a more personalized and memorable customer experience. In fact, 51% of marketing leaders see an improved experience when using personalization in marketing. And an improved experience brings more sales, shortens the sales process, accelerates the sales process as well, helps your customers speak positively about your brand, and therefore they bring people on board because they are having a great experience. Actually, about 80% of customers are more likely to recommend a brand after receiving a personalized video. But again, for that, they do need to be able to see the personalized video and interact with the personalized video in the first place. As we know, actually, based on our experience as well, that increased satisfaction leads to more loyalty. And in fact, emotionally connected customers, I'm not talking about only satisfied customers, those are great, but emotionally connected customers are about anything between 2 and 4 times, or they spend anything between 2 or 4 times more money yearly with your organization as compared to those that are just satisfied customers. And this is another of the reasons why video personalization is key. Now, what about from a conversions perspective? We have a few cases, but one of them that comes to mind is the one that we have here. And the reason why I added this one here is because they used direct mail piece to deliver, quote unquote, the personalized video. And I'll talk more about it in a moment. But in the end, what this company in the automotive world saw was about 100% more, 100% more engaged leads or context that performed the action they wanted to perform. They wanted them to perform as compared to average campaigns. In fact, it was the most successful campaign for that organization using an old-fashioned quote unquote channel, which is direct mail. Does that make sense? Okay. And obviously with all of these brand reputation, I'm going to jump into more substance here. Now, given the benefits of personalized videos, why do you think so many marketers are still relying solely on email as their primary channel to distribute personalized video when interacting with their context? Email as a channel has many advantages. And I would encourage you to still use email, and not only to still use email, but to improve to improve your game, let's say, when using email, because it is really a really effective, cost-effective channel, etc. I love the channel. So again, it is cost-effective, it is global, it is instant or fast, easy to scale, right, with the right tools. However, when sharing important information, I think we should all kind of strive to improve the way we interact with our audiences. And you'll see how in a moment through a few examples. And many times, this requires basically to diversify the channels you use to engage with your people, right? So before we see how, let me share some of the limitations of email as a channel. Limited reach. So in the end, email might not be reaching all your target audience, like every contact. In fact, let me see if I have it here. As of August 2024, the average email open rate is 32.55%, with a bounce rate of 10.31%. That means that if from that 100% of your audience, only 30 something percent of them on average, for some people it's going to be less, for some people a few of them is going to be a bit more, but not radically more. The reality is that most contacts are unengaged or stay unengaged. So if you're using email as your main or and only channel to share personalized video campaign, like just that campaign and that's it, no follow-ups, no alternative channels, etc., then you're missing a huge engagement opportunity. Also, in terms of engagement, low engagement. So, email click-through rates, also referred as CTR, can be low, and an average click-through rate is 2.44%. Granted, personalized videos are when you add video like a personalized video to an email, what you would usually find, or the link to a landing page, etc. There are different strategies. I'll share some of them in a moment. Um, you'll find that, I mean, conversion rates could increase as compared to the average, which is 2.44%. They could increase by about 1,000%. Yeah, literally, and in many cases with not much effort, let's say, which doesn't mean that you don't need to, or you shouldn't find better ways to increase that CTR. Okay, so yes, adding a personalized video to an email, or the link, or the thumbnail, the button, the hyperlink will help you have better CTR radically, or could. Um, but that doesn't mean that because of that you should still just rely on email, unless you have no other option that or alternative. That also happens. Okay, and then lastly, difficulty measuring ROI. So right now, 2024, maybe it will change in the near future. We don't know. It can be challenging to track the effectiveness of some email campaigns because more and more apps and devices are currently blocking analytics. So think Apple, or even many corporate tools that are giving you fake is not the word, but wrong information, because they automatically click on every link to make sure they are secure. Therefore, that information is the one that used by many CRMs or email marketing tools. Therefore, is wrong information. Therefore, you don't really know what's going on with your email campaigns, and this is increasingly happening. Um, that's one of the reasons why taking contacts out of the email to play their personalized video is often a better approach, uh, as compared to playing the video in the email, because that way you would know who has seen what, the percentage of video, at least with tools like Pirsonal Player, our video player for video personalization, which comes with our platform, our personalized video software. You would also know the percentage of video viewed, if they have interacted or not, call to action, how many times have they clicked any call to action. You can know that. Even the geolocation information that email providers or CRM tools, email marketing tools, don't necessarily have, because of the limitations, which are new limitations they are currently facing because of data privacy and all those things. So, limited reach, low engagement, and difficulty to measure ROI. Granted, you can still measure the end result. If we're talking about, for instance, an e-commerce campaign, you will know how many people bought something, and then you could connect that information with your CRM and see, okay, from these contacts, what's the percentage of them that actually bought or returned, etc., the product. You could do that. But when you use video personalization also as a way to track better, or to have access to better analytics, you can go even more granular and still connect that information to your CRM. Now, with this, now that you, hopefully, if not, feel free to ask questions. Now that you understand the power of personalized videos and some of the limitations of email, if you are only relying on email, again, I love the channel. I would encourage you to still use it, and not only to still use it, but to do an even better job potentially. Follow-ups, email open rate optimization, click the rate optimization, the copy content optimization, etc. So I would encourage you to keep doing that or to start doing that, and we'll be happy to share feedback with you as well. But let me introduce you to Pirsonal, how we our approach, let's say. So in the end, our platform makes video personalization at scale and automated easy, let's say, once you have things in place. And in the end, it's not a matter of just creating videos because you can automatically with a tool like ours. It's more about the right strategy to make sure that that every single video is there to serve every single contact while supporting your business goals. If you have that mindset, you'll have usually better results. With Pirsonal, you can easily create personal videos at scale with our campaign tool, with our existing integrations, tools like HubSpot, etc., Zapier, or with our API. So if it's digital, it is basically possible to connect our tool to any workflow as automated as you need it to automatically create videos and even distribute those videos so that they are there available, so that you can engage with your people. This means also that you can distribute your videos across multiple channels, and you'll see why I say that and how you can do that in a moment, including email, but also your website, even social media channels, and more. And lastly, I mean, there's a lot more, but to condense it before we jump into the house, you can track again the performance of your campaigns with detailed, but yet, I would say, yet easy to understand analytics thanks to our video player when you use our video player, which is not mandatory. You can use your own video player if you want to. Flexibility is our thing in the end because every organization is unique. In Spanish, you would say, I'm originally from Panama, so I speak Spanish as well. So in Spanish, you would say um, que cada persona es de su padre y de su madre, which means that I would say that every person has a mom and or a dad, right? So basically, we are all different. We all come from a different context. So flexibility is key on our end to better serve you, so that you can better engage with your people, with your audience. So today I'll focus on the different ways you can display data-driven videos in front of your audience. Let's see how. Now, for that, we do need to understand how an automation workflow works. And the same applies if you're talking about a batch campaign or even about a fully automated process. So what you have here on this screen is what we call an automation workflow, basically, again. So let me go back here. This is basically where you have any data source, and that could be a CSV, and potentially you're leveraging our campaign tool, which allows you to simply upload a CSV and automatically then you would generate the videos, personalized landing pages, personalized interactions. We'll go over the examples in a moment. But also, you could have a fully automated process where maybe if you're using, for example, our HubSpot integration, our HubSpot app, you could have a specific segmentation criteria linked to an automation so that whenever the criteria is met here in the first circle, the one that says data source, which could be maybe a customer that has just performed a specific action, and maybe you're tracking that through HubSpot, then you want the personalized video to be automatically created. Or if it is, for instance, let's say an insurance company that wants to engage with customers so that they renew their policy. And because they need to renew their policy in the following 15 days, as an example, then because of that, the personalized video is automatically created. And because it is being automatically created, it's ready, then it is sent to the end contact, to the customer, in this example, the policy holder, let's say, in any channel, which again, it could be email, but maybe you're using the channels I'm going to share with you in a moment. So what you have here, therefore, is an automation workflow. And this could be as automated as you need it again. So you have always data in, and you then, once the videos are created, you have the data out. The data in does not depend on the data out. What I'm trying to say with this is that you could use something as simple. Let's say you have 10,000 customers you want to engage with through video personalization to have higher engagement as compared to other type of content. And you could use a CSV to generate the videos. You simply upload the CSV to the personal platform. But maybe you want to send the videos or the link to the videos in an email, but also in an alternative channel. For example, there is this client in the car world, and they've been a client almost since the beginning. Pirsonal, we've been in the market since 2017, and they use email and SMS to engage with new customers that have signed a specific type of contract, because it is more effective for them, because they asked their customers, what's their preferred channel. So some of these contacts are going to get an email, while other contacts are going to get an SMS. By the way, in some countries, SMS has become like text messages have become kind of an accessible channel in terms not only from a cost perspective, but also from a saturation perspective, because more companies use email or even now WhatsApp, and they're leaving SMS behind. But depending on the type of product and service you use, maybe you should consider SMS again, because people do pay attention to SMSs. Again, it depends on the product, service, industry, country, and type of audience, but we are seeing this. And I'm sure you can find more information about this online. So basically, SMS, quote unquote, is back. It's been back for many years now, but let's say that it is back. So when Pirsonal creates personalized videos, it creates, and this is really important, a unique video file. We have different technologies. Today, I'm focused on the one that creates unique video files. And the reason why I am highlighting this is because this also gives you many opportunities. Just think for a moment in all the places where you can basically place or display a video file to engage with or to share the content with your audience, with every contact. And every video file runs behind an ID, so an ugly number. This means that we do not have sensitive data in the file name. We do not have sensitive data in the file URL. We do not have sensitive data in the landing page URL. If you use our landing pages, personal pages, or our different tools, or embed code to embed our video player on any website, you'll see an example in a moment, or when using our widget to have it added there to your website, you see an example in a moment. Also, we are an ISO 27001 certified company, which is the top information security framework in the world. And we have third-party eyes making sure we do what we need to do to protect your privacy now and your clients. Since you are generating a video file here in the step in the middle, so we have data source, we have then in the middle personalized videos that are automatically created, and then we have the distribution. Since in that step in the middle, we are creating a real video file along with a landing page that you can use or not, along with the embed code that you can use or not, along with the widget that you can use or not. You have, if it's digital, basically you are covered. You have different options to connect or to display or to share the video with your audience, regardless of the digital channel you use. And even if it's not 100% digital, I'll share an example in a moment. So because you have access to the real video file, and even if it's hosted by us or hosted by you or by the client, if it's an agency doing this on behalf of a client, doesn't really matter. You have access to the file, but also to different ways for the viewer to interact with the file, which is what you do with a video player. Video players are there to help viewers interact with the video, to rewind it, to move it forward, to pause it, etc. And Pirsonal also provides Pirsonal Player, which is our interactive video player that also allows you to have personalization in the video and helps you track what's happening behind the scenes, so that specifically if Jennifer, Mark, Rishab, etc. have seen the video, how they have interacted with the video, etc. So that then you can use that information in your marketing and communications as well. Now, before I jump into or continue with some examples, you need to choose, or you can choose how you want to share the videos with your contacts. You need to think about what are the feasible ways. And depending on your department, you may have access to more technical people with your organization. Maybe you are in marketing and you need to talk to the web team. Maybe you are in marketing and you need to talk to the CRM team or the automation team. Maybe you are in automation, you need to talk to the marketing team. So depending on the type of your organization and who you are, and if you have questions, simply let us know. We'll help you navigate those waters, let's say. You will need to think about, okay, let's be creative. What are all the ways we can actually connect with our contacts? And you'll see some examples in a moment. And maybe what works for this company doesn't work for you because you don't have access to either the channel or the tools. However, maybe it does. All right. So consider the various ways to share either a link and or a file, like the video file, with your contacts. All the ways, yes, in email, that's possible, either having the video embedded in the email, not my super recommended approach. Having a thumbnail in the video, I'll share an example with you in a moment. A button, a link, an hyperlink, that's in the email. Okay, we got that covered. But what are all the other ways, channels, tools that your organization has access to that could help you, that you could leverage to share a link or a file with your audience? Think about it. And if you can have automated processes, even better. And if this can be therefore at scale, even better. Let's see some of these ways one by one. At least, so some of them. So this is what most people have in mind when thinking about a personalized video in an email. Again, you can have the video file played in the email. I do not recommend that approach, generally speaking, unless we're talking about a branding campaign, like 100% branding and brand awareness, and there is not a specific call to action or next step. So brands like Coca-Cola or things like that can afford those campaigns because they're there to support other actions taking place at the same time. But for most of you, it would be more a matter of helping every contact perform a specific action. Okay, and that's therefore done when they click, when they call, when they submit a web form, when they download something, a specific action. With Pirsonal, you can automatically generate videos at scale, but also a landing page at scale and an interaction video player at scale. So the goal is that every contact has a unique piece of content that will help you be closer to them, so that then they take the next step in their journey with your organization. So what you have here is a personalized, it's a screenshot of an email from one of our clients, and in the end, they are using HTML here. Um, so the image where the play button is, that image, that's basically HTML, and that can be designed by you, by us, by whoever. You don't have to use HTML. It is an approach I personally like and recommend on an email, because you can it can be loaded even if the customer doesn't, or the contact doesn't load the images, which is quite common. So HTML, in my opinion, works better from that angle. And you can still add personalization as a text in the HTML, which would be rendered or would be seen even if the contact again doesn't play or doesn't load the images. When the contact plays, touches anything, like touches not, when the contact clicks or taps on the screen, then the contact is led to one of our landing pages, or any other landing page. It could be yours, could be ours, it could be the video file, it could be a social media channel, it could be a chatbot. Let's see some of those options. So these are some ideas I believe are going to be extremely helpful and inspiring, and we'll see in a moment how to implement some of them. You could add, because Personal creates real video files, we have again different technologies. One of them is the one that creates real video files. You could add the video file or the link with the preview of the content, like when people share content through WhatsApp, for instance, like a link in the WhatsApp, and they have, you'll see an example in a moment, like the title, the description, maybe an image, like a thumbnail. So you could add that in a chat box, automated or like human powered, or a chat bot. You could add it in a WhatsApp message, the personalized videos, and all of these approaches can be fully automated as well. You could add it to even tools like Telegram, etc., that are even more accessible from an integration perspective than WhatsApp. You could send the link, as mentioned, for example, this car brand, as as part of, like, on an SMS message. You could add it as, like, you could place it, or place the QR on a direct mail piece, and therefore whenever the customer or the contact scans it, it is then led to a landing page where the personalized video is then played, whatever landing page that is, yours or ours, or the video file, or maybe they are sent to your website. You could use also our widget for that. I'll share an example with you in a moment. You could add the personalized video as part of an in-app notification. For example, there was this former client. They used our application, our platform, for many years to help moms see their I don't remember the word their their baby belly process, like how it grows, and they would automatically create a personalized video based on the different pictures added by, or taken by the mom and the new mom, let's say, and then the video would be displayed within the application. And that doesn't mean that it's only displayed within in the application and that's it. Maybe they are also sending an email notification, or maybe they are also sending a WhatsApp message, or maybe they are sending an SMS message, but also the video is presented within the application, which increases their chances of conversions by using or leveraging the channels where their customers, contacts, employees, etc., are already in, let's say, or whatever they are already paying attention to. An intranet. So if you are an organization, if you're using video personalization to engage with employees, for instance, or with partners, etc., you could add a personalized video as an interaction inside of your intranet. And we have tools for that as well. And obviously, channels like social media channels, LinkedIn, Facebook, Messenger, whatever you can display a video. Even in some cases, depending on the type of content, because of because of the legal side of things, you could even generate ads at scale and deliver the video to your audience segments, in this case, through an ad network, just as like advertising, video ad, but personalized with certain limitations, legal limitations in this case. That's also possible because you have access to the video file. And maybe this is the same contact that is interacting with you through email through the email channel. So it doesn't really matter from that angle. Then, as you can see, there are different ways to do that. Now, as I mentioned, when a video is automatically created by our platform, the personal platform automatically creates a landing page for every video. And let me see if I can share my screen so that you can see the landing page. I want to share this one here. Right. So this is personal pages is the simplified version of the landing pages our system automatically creates for every contact. And as I mentioned, you can deliver a link in any way you can deliver a link, either because they click on an image, on a text, on a button, regardless of the channel you use, email, WhatsApp, SMS, a chatbot. It doesn't really matter. Any channel, a QR code that they are scanning, and then they are led to the landing page that is specifically created for them. And the reason why the landing page is personalized is because it helps increase the engagement, your engagement rate. And they're more likely to take action when they are immersed, let's say, in the experience, the personalized experience. But also, these landing pages are played, or you would use Personal Player, which is not mandatory. Personal gives you flexibility. Most of our clients use Personal Player and Personal Pages together, but you could also decide to maybe you embed the video on your own website and with your own video player. Sometimes agencies do that. Or you could embed our video player, Personal Player, on your own website. For instance, like I'll show you an example in just a moment. But you could also decide to, again, share the video file just like I have it here, because that video file is hosted by us or by you. We do provide that as part of our service somewhere in the cloud. And you could, therefore, either programmatically using APIs or our existing integrations. We have integration with systems like Azure, Amazon, S3, etc. You could use the file and upload it wherever you want, even with our existing integrations, YouTube, Facebook, etc. So if you're able to communicate with your audience through any one-to-one channel, even if you are already using email, maybe they will open the email with the person that has information about the person that points directly to the personalized video. But maybe they will open another email where the personalized video is not mentioned. But when they click on that link that maybe leads them to your website, then they could also be presented with the video player in a different way. For instance, through personal widget, which is this widget here. See, it is the same exact video that I haven't played just to save time, but the same exact video. But in this case, it is shown to me. Let's say I am Tom. When I accessed a blog post on our website. Just imagine this is your website, a hotel, insurance company, any whatever website. And this is with Personal widget, which means that you can add the video to any website. And if I go to another, if I visit a different page within this site, I would still see the personalized video here, which means that if your contacts are opening maybe an onboarding message, maybe if they are opening some kind of password retrieval message, or if they're opening any of your communications through email or any channel, you could still present them with the personalized video if they're landing on your website or any of your digital properties. If you use Personal widget, for instance, it's really easy. All you need is a script that, and you identify every video with an ID. And once they click on that link, by the way, the ID would be shown the first time, and after that, it won't be shown, so the user won't see the ID in the URL. And users can still be challenged or presented with the personalized to action so that they take the next step in their journey. You can minimize it, or they can minimize it, or they can also just close it. So as you can see, maybe the contact in this imaginary example, let's say, didn't open the email that was directly speaking about the personalized video, but maybe opened any other communication that maybe was more appealing to them for any reason. And because they clicked on a link or any of the links that had the video ID, then they can still see the personalized. They still see the personalized video when they visit your website, for example. So as you can see, again, there are different ways you can engage with them. All right. So I'm going to go back to stage this. It seems that I'm having issues with my internet connection. We're almost about to wrap up. So this is another example. This company, for instance, this is BMW Financial Services. They used, this is an old screenshot, but they still use our service. And in this case, they use their own landing pages. They don't use our landing pages, but they use our video player. And this is an example of a direct mail piece where the contact scans the QR and then it is sent to a personalized video. For example, Mitsubishi did this. It's a company I remember right now, and they got about 30% of their contacts for that campaign. I think something around 20,000 or something like that contacts, but 30% of them interacted with the personalized video. Even, not that, even better, performed the action they were expecting, which is a response, submitting a web form. And in that landing page, in that direct mail piece, they had a QR that would lead the user to their personalized landing page. See, they used an alternative channel and they got a 30% response rate through a direct mail campaign. And many companies think that direct mail is dead. It is not. It's more a matter of strategy and obviously aligning with what your audience needs. And video personalization took that to the next level, let's say. Another example is through WhatsApp. So you could, when you use, you can do this with or without personal pages. If you use personal pages, the landing pages our system creates, you can personalize the metadata that is shown, like this one here, like the preview for every contact, title, the text, etc. And when they click there, they would be then sent, or they would open the landing pages our system creates. But you could also do this even if you use WordPress and embed a video player there if you want to. Or if you don't want to use a video player, that's fine too. Flexibility, again, is important. What matters is that you have what you need to engage with your people. And you could also, which is a common question, or an increasingly common question, I would say, have the video file attached as a WhatsApp message or Telegram or any other platform you use, or Messenger. That does require an integration in some cases if it's not already in place. Therefore, you can have the contact to directly play the video on their devices. In this case, that's the good news. The bad news is that if you are expecting them to take action through a call to action, then I would still recommend pushing them or sending them or moving them to the landing page. Instead of this approach, I would choose the previous one, because you would get fewer people playing the video, more people would play it in this other case, but you will have more people, usually, you need to test it. You would have more people performing the action you want them to perform, which is what matters from a conversion perspective, okay? So in the end, when you work with Pirsonal, not to wrap up, it is again about flexibility. And there are more things or channels and ideas I'm not able to cover right now because of the time. Potentially, we cover those in a different session. But in the end, by choosing Personal, you're not only investing in a flexible video personalization platform or software, but also in a partner, which is my team, myself, uh, committed to help you engage with your people. Again, we do that through one-to-one consulting sessions. We do that through office hours like this one here. And in the end, all this without leaving security and compliance behind, because we are also an ISO 27001 certified company, which is similar to quote unquote to SOC 2 or SOC 2, which is more known in the US. Our flexible approach in the end, robust security, like the different measures we have in place, and dedication to client success, in the end makes us usually an ideal partner for those organizations looking for that mix: flexibility, scalability, security, hands-on assistance, and a platform they can manage by themselves or not. It depends. So if by any chance you're ready to know more, or would like to learn more about Personal and how we could help you potentially, feel free to reach out. You can, I'm going to add the, feel free to, if you're not a client, go to personal.com/contact. If you are one of our clients and you need help, ideas, you want to A/B test approaches, feel free to reach out either to your account manager. In many cases, that's me, or to our support through our support channel, help@personal.com, or to when you log in, you also will find our chat widget there. You can chat with us and simply request help. We are here to walk with you. That's really and sincerely important on our end, because we know that for many companies, even experienced teams from marketing perspective and automation of video, this is totally new. And it is, again, not just about creating the videos automatically because you can. It's even more important to make sure that the video is there to support the experience of every individual. For that, you need to make sure that the video is actually seen, and all this based on your business goals. And for that, in our experience, you need flexibility so that our service, our platform adapts to whatever you have on your end and adapts to the way you communicate with them. But also you need scalability so that you can do this with large volumes or small volumes. You need assistance. In many cases, your creative, technical, legal team even, they need assistance, and we are here to walk with you. Not everything is possible, but we will let you know what's possible and what's not. And also you need compliance. So that it doesn't matter which channel you use, you need to make sure that every video is compliant, that the way it is shared is compliant, that the URLs are compliant, that the data is secured. And those are many of the check boxes Pirsonal already meets. Again, if you have any questions, we are here to walk with you. Thank you for your time. I don't know if you guys have any questions. I'm going to leave just a few seconds for any questions. Otherwise, we can just leave it here. And if you're shy, which happens quite a lot, don't worry, simply let us know. You can interact with us through just go to personal.com or through our chat, through the chat on our website. You will speak to a human there, or you can also write an email us at help@personal.com. I don't see any questions coming. Hopefully it was clear and inspiring, but feel free to reach out and have a great day. Take care.